Yo, what's up guys? Teacher Paul here, and today we are reacting to a video from Bertil. This was a request through Buy Me Coffee, and Bertil says, let's play a more recent track of Summoning. This song is about when Morgoth entered the world of Middle-earth. If you guys don't know, Summoning is a band which is a black metal band inspired in JRR Tolkien. So it's a song about when Morgoth entered the world of Middle-earth. The song comes from the album With Doom We Come. And that is a reference from Treebeard, which he says when he and the other Ents as they march toward Isengard or Isengard. Dude, I'm forgetting how to pronounce these names. It's been over 20 years since I have watched the first Lord of the Rings. This is their most recent album released in 2018, Summoning. With Doom I Come. Thank you, Travis, for the coffee request. This is how you guys can request videos. And guys, before we even start, let me just mention one thing. Not only can you request videos, but also you guys can support our wish list, which has the Lord of the Rings, especially because of the Summoning. The soundtrack of the Summoning gave us the inspiration to just add these movies onto our wish list where you guys can go support. And as soon as we hit that goal, we will react to those videos or those movies, full movie reactions. And as I said, the first time I watched Lord of the Rings was when it came out in 2001, and I only watched it once since. But I remember quite a few things from it because of the pop culture. But I think it's time for us to go back and watch it again. So go support the wish list if you have the means to, and let's go. Isengard. It reminds me of that meme. You know the Legolas meme? I can't remember what the lyrics are, but it's a meme song. They're going to Isengard, you know, the one with Legolas? Can't remember. Somebody please remind me of the meme. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Isengard. Thank you, Bertil. Wait. Are there lyrics shown? Because I can't really understand what they're singing. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Remember that? Dude, that's an old one. That's an old meme. Let me try to think, to see if I can understand it. You know what I like about this? there's a like a harp type of instrumental in the background that kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy background music, like the Final Fantasy. Like at least I'm thinking about Final Fantasy 7 here. I'm feeling a bit old here, but it kind of feels like that. I like that. Okay, the marching band, nice. This is nice. I was using summoning earlier today as like background music. Wow. That's a nice the violin there. Sounds very Middle Earthy. I actually sent this to my brother because he also is a big Lord of the Rings fan. Like, I'm a big fan of Lord of the Rings, but I did not grow up listening or watching a movie twice. Don't know why. I always kind of liked watching new movies. I think that's why I only watched it once. But I'm pretty sure my brother read the books as well. I also wasn't really big on reading, so... Tom Bombadil is the best character in the law. You've read The Hobbit too? I watched The Hobbit. I didn't think The Hobbit was as good, though. I don't recognize Tom Bombadil. I like this chorus. This sounds so epic. And I've never heard, you know, about a band being specifically done for like a movie. Or not only a movie. This is JRR Tolkien, like the whole Middle Earth. Tom is more powerful than both Gandalf and Sauron. But is he in the movie or no? He's just in the books. Yeah, I figured. That's why I don't know him. Okay. I like the marching band. This is the second time I hear they add a marching band. You can hear the evil in the voice. I like this. This is so cool. At first, the first time we saw, I think, Land of the Dead, I didn't like the growl voice, but it's actually growing on me, you know? I think it fits well with the orcs and the evil and the whole idea of it. That's really, really nice. It fits with the idea of Morgoth, you know? Pretty cool. The Bilbo movies were really terrible. Thanks to the production company, Peter Jackson had to write the script while they were filming. The rest will, of course, be a disaster then. Oh, man. So he directed also The Hobbit? I think what might have spoiled The Hobbit was that, like, Lord of the Rings was notoriously known for its special effects. It won, I think, 11 Oscars or even more, not sure. And they used practical effects. They used optical illusions. They used a bunch of techniques to actually make it look amazing the way it did. And I feel like when CGI came around, and I think, you know, the motion blur was what got me sometimes in The Hobbit, especially like I remember scenes from just seeing scenes of Legolas. Just didn't feel natural. I think that's something that got me when I first watched it. Maybe it lives up to today's standards. I don't know, but I just know that they don't make movies like they used to. And Lord of the Rings is a absolute classic, and I would say I would love to watch it again. Um, and it feels like the music also is a big part of it. Just the whole idea, like the RPG-ness of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just feel like it's just an amazing film, and you know, this band should probably be featured at some point in the in the universe. What you call it? The JRR Tolkien universe. I don't know. Even if it's just a promo, they deserve it because they do a great job with it. With that said, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, Travis, for this request and for showing me this band. It's pretty awesome. With that said, guys, I will see you on the next video. If you want to request a video, go over to Buy Me a Coffee like Travis did. Come join us on Twitch. And that's it for now. Take care. Bye-bye.